What's good, YouTube? Y'all already know it's your boys. Them boys crazy. Y'all already know it's your boy Roy to rob up in this mug. Man, know what I'm talking about.
Man, you already know going on those your boy Countfish. Anytime you see our face, you know it's time for another reaction. Man,
look, man, don't race me while I got this ice on me. You know what I'm saying? My neck, bro. Nigga got a crick in his neck, crook, whatever you call it. It be hurt, boy. I ain't gonna lie. They be hurt bad. Throw some ice on them, But man, this that Pooh Shiesty, everybody been asking about, man. It was somebody in the comments said, bro, y'all for me, but y'all better do that Pooh Shiesty. I'm like, hold up, bro, you think you talking to, bro?
Y'all be talking so
regular. Y'all be talking regularly, bro. Y'all be chill y'all on me. Man, it's that Pooh Shiesty, bro. This thing got 1.7 million views in 5 days, bro. That's insane. I guess it's supposed to be like a little documentary or something like that, something, you know, something small. They done 15 minutes though, so. That's a long ass documentary. Man, come on, man. Ooh, that neck. It be hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it be hurt, boy.
Hopefully they just be a little interesting, bro.
Alright. I'm talking about that. Ice ain't doing nothing.
On some real shit, I gotta keep it so 100. I ain't never like you, cuz. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never like your I ain't never like you, you know I ain't like you. In the street.
This like you said, Big Boogie, that's what you talking about? Okay,
yeah. Yeah, you're talking about Big Boogie.
Like, we ain't gonna talk about that on here, though.
Sliding on the E-way, and you know we bumping, breaking loose. Big MC2, bitch, I'm sliding, Mr. Wackadoo. Look, I go to school, now I'm smiling when you drink the 2-3 with the draw like LeBron.
Is it me or do Big 30 always be sweating?
That boy stay sweating.
Okay, I thought it was just me.
This boy, he be on the Big 30, Big Perkins. That's why they be sweating.
When I was hustling, I always was playing Memphis rappers. I felt like they had such an underground scene. That's what I gravitated to. Like the most gutter music is what I want to hear.
He lying.
Flawed.
Because sure, back when he was hustling, who from Memphis was out there was on some real deal trap stuff.
And you know who that was. And they wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? They ain't even.
Well, they ain't cool no more.
Yeah. Come on now.
But shoot, even before Gotti, I mean, who else?
Nobody.
The 3-6 Mafia or something? Some 8 Ball?
Oh. My nigga that's on that blow. Ooh.
Little Player Fly? Yeah, I mean, I guess we had a few.
Hey, Player? Everybody?
I don't know.
Police and prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty was part of the group that ended up in this parking lot that October afternoon where the shots flew. And it happened right across the street from the police department and town hall here in Bay Harbor Islands.
Hi, what's up everybody? Probably the most requested artist for me to make a video on right now is Pooh Shiesty. He's one of the biggest movements in rap and is coming out of Memphis, but for a lot of folks, it feels like he came out of nowhere. Last week, Shiesty was second only to Drake for the most streamed artist in the country. It's a reason everyone's drawn to. Pooh Shiesty's crew, Chopper Gang's gotta be one of the wildest in the industry, and the music reflects it. Doesn't matter how many billboards all over the country have his face on it. Doesn't matter he's signed to a major label.
Bro doing his thing now. Bro, for sure doing his thing though. I ain't gonna lie. I salute, bro. He from the M2.
He put on.
Gucci and Atlantic selling 60K the first week on his debut album. Shiesty will still rob a dude in Miami who was trying to sell him weed and some Jordans, stick 2 shooters on the guy, sending him to the hospital, escape in a green McLaren, get arrested, bond out, and leave the state in a private jet.
Saying the two left the state in a private jet.
Who, they got the right guy?
See, Shiesty keeps his circle small. You basically gotta give your life to Chopper Gang just to be around. Chopper Gang Hank, he's locked up for an attempt murder, allegedly shot up a car and paralyzed the dude in a bad case of mistaken identity. Chopper Wop, he's down for a murder and 2 attempts. Even Shiesty's best bro, Big 30, who was signed to a deal way before Shiesty was, getting tens of millions of streams a month. He got booked 2 weeks before Shiesty did on felony.
Look, bro, you ugly on the, bro, you ugly, boy. Like I say all the time. I'ma keep it straight with you.
He got booked 2 weeks.
I know I'm ugly. Big bro, ugly, bro, you ugly. It's like somebody threw some fried grease at you, some sizzler, just flick that shit on your everybody dig it though, but oh, he ugly.
They did my boy wrong in them words. It's like they zoomed up on him or something.
Oh, that boy, you know I gotta get that. You from the everybody. You know I gotta tell you one time though. Everybody got.
Shiesty did on felony drug charges in Alabama. Got extradited back to Memphis.
Brian did be like, what? Brian,
man, you already know who he look like.
For another pending case he was already fighting, made bond and released the song first day out. But
bro, there's one thing I can say about Pooh Shiesty, how you said, but that man circle smile, and you see he got straight hitters around him, for real. That man circle smile, he got straight hitters. How he supposed to be though, for real. No boy.
He was not tuned in until Lil Durk and Shiesty came together to make the song Back in Blood. And while most fans were focused on Durk in the wake of the Quando and Von situation, the entire city of Memphis was focused on Shiesty's verse.
I promise.
He wasn't just rapping. Shiesty was talking about a specific event that happened where he and 2 members of his crew went to a rival house in Memphis and robbed a bunch of guns from them. That's why in the lyrics he says, yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. On the song, Shiesty's talking directly to them.
We ain't mad, Scott. We want you to see these face. You need to know who did that to y'all. You need to know.
Rival gangs called EBG, and them and Shiesty have had problems for many years locally in Memphis. EBG being from the north, Shiesty being from the south, it plays into this divide that's long existed in the city. But now the Back in Blood song is worldwide, hitting the number 8 spot on Billboard charts, getting 50 million views on YouTube in 1 month, forcing EBG, who aren't even rappers, to respond over the same Back in Blood beat.
That's the joint I had seen the folk. They made it sound like 2 days ago. They just got like 1 million views in about 2 days.
Yeah, I had seen it.
LTY done posted it. You in there.
Yeah.
The real chopper guy.
Their remix got taken down a bunch of times, each time getting hundreds of thousands of views in days. So EBG dropped a second diss track. This one called Rumors. They even got Quando Rondo to make an appearance, taking collateral shots at Dirt just for being on the original song with Shiesty. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is some motivation from my guy K Johnny. Let's go.
To the point up.
K Johnny, I miss with you, my boy.
Shit in my back.
Everybody's getting some. And the reason is, Memphis has one of the rawest, most authentic cultures. But there's a lot more to it than good music and good barbecue.
Wait on me.
Memphis is the heart of the Bible Belt, with more churches than gas stations. On one hand, it's that southern hospitality, home-friendly folks who work hard.
They threw white folks on that side.
But on the other hand, it's extreme violence, making Memphis the 3rd most dangerous city in America. It's rural country, so
the 3rd.
We always be the first or the second.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But you know what's called been going stupid though. Oklahoma.
True.
They been going crazy. Oklahoma and Chicago.
Hold on, they had the little map.
Violence,
Hold on.
making Memphis the...
Who number 1 with it? Hold up. No. Most dangerous is the red. My bad.
Hold on. Yeah.
So we number 3. Wichita. Hey, shout out Wichita. I got family out there. Got some hitters out there. I ain't gonna lie. Man, so who number 1 with it though?
Probably a rat.
Detroit number 6. Number 6 though.
It's crazy. I would have thought Detroit would have been number 1. If not the rat, if not Chicago.
They just said Albuquerque number 2, dog.
I guess they got them hitters. You hear me? I guess they got them for real.
Damn.
Hey, shout out
Mobile, okay.
Shout out Albuquerque, goddamn.
We gotta move to one of the blue jumps.
I'm sorry, I'm staring at the blue.
Yeah, you know.
I'm already in the red right now.
The most dangerous city in America. It's rural country, so practically everybody's tooled up, and folks have paramilitary weapons. In areas like the South or North Memphis, your life expectancy is 20 years shorter than other parts of the city.
Right now, in some neighborhoods in Memphis, families are sleeping on the floor to avoid being hit by gunfire from outside. For some, they live in a war zone.
For Pooh Shiesty, he's from the Cane Creek Apartments in South Memphis, just 15 minutes from Moneybag Yo's hood, the Walker Homes, not far from Young Dolph's neighborhood in Castalia, and Black Young.
I know about Walker Homes. I used to be out there all the time. And he ugly as hell.
Around the way too, Pooh Shiesty growing up was very much on that killer be killed energy. Let his boy Big 30 tell you, at age 11, Shiesty thought he was American gangster, getting arrested and expelled from middle school at the same time, forced to wear an ankle monitor. See, Shiesty followed in his pop's footsteps. Pooh's father was a known gangster and founder of the record label Mob Ties. In 2006, one of his artists, who went by the name Miscellaneous, got into a triple shooting at Yo Gotti's birthday bash. The club managers knew that Yo Gotti and Miscellaneous were beefing, and instead of canceling the event, they hired 35 security guards using 4 metal detectors to screen the crowd. It didn't work. That same year, Shiesty's father was convicted of being an accessory in the murder of a local.
See, motherfucker gotta know this, bro. You can't stop black folk from getting no. I don't care what nobody say. They gonna get in there with them guns. I don't care they gotta pay you 7 racks to get in there with their gun. I don't care if they got a back door. They get in their club with them guns. And if they ain't in the club, if they not in the club with the gun, trust me, right when you get out that door, it's over.
It's over. So either way it goes.
Either way it goes.
You might as well go and let them in.
You heard me? For real. Military, man, 35 for my, y'all going on there.
Female DJ, which put him on supervised parole. Even with the law breathing down his neck, his pops was still hustling for almost a year, bringing in money under the radar from a trap house on a street called Porter. The house fell on a dead end.
Did Pooh daddy? Hold on there, Pooh, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect, bro. I ain't never daddy move like this, fool. I ain't gonna lie.
Like it had been abandoned. But little did Pooh's father know, Memphis police had been monitoring the spot for months. One day, his father was in there. They had the measuring cups by the stove, the digital scales on the kitchen counter. One of them had weed, the other had cocaine. Suddenly, there was a loud boom as the front door busted open, and cops bursted in, rushing apartment 3 that was just up the stairs. As the cops ran up, this 75-pound pit bull came sprinting around the corner and leaped at their necks, so the officers shot it 3 times before the dog retreated to the kitchen and later died. In the chaos, you could hear yelling, "Go, go, go," as people ran from apartment 3 to apartment 4, trying to escape. Glass shattered as folks jumped out the window, leaving Pooh's father in the kitchen, cornered by police. They told him to surrender, and he did, leaving the officers with 12.5 grams of coke, 8 pounds of kush, and $10,000 cash that they took from Pooh's father's left pocket.
Look, my God.
Hey, that man living like this.
Really living like that, though. I can't lie. I ain't know this. You hear me?
Pops in and out doing Fed bids, Shiesty was running around a badass little kid, jumping people, finessing people. That's how he got the name Shiesty. And Memphis is a small world, everybody knows each other. Shiesty even went to Central High School with some of the people he's into it with right now, like the main rapper from EBG, E-Jizzle. But Pooh's reputation began to travel. In high school, he expanded his circle, clicking up on some plans to get money by any means. Together with his childhood friend Big 30 from Whitehaven, Little Hank, Antwop, and a few others, they came up with the name Chopper Gang, and it stuck.
Chopper Gang shit, Chopper Gang shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We ain't got a prop to crop back here. We real, we slug and shit. Nigga ain't gonna die. We gonna come chop nigga whole block, street, whatever.
Within Chopper Gang, they have various members that come from big sets that are prominent in the area. What a lot of people don't know, Memphis has every single national gang and more.
It's true,
active, with this new trend towards hybrid gangs, smaller mobs, and cliques within the sets going renegade, warring with each other.
See where there was an older person running everything, but it's been changing a lot. And a lot of these young kids with these offset groups.
Bro, I be trying to tell the older folks, it is not the same no more.
It's not.
You heard what bro just said. Man, you can have OG, he about 13, bro. Real talk.
For real. It's true, dog.
I get so tired of these older people try to come up to us and tell, look, like, man, this generation did this and this. See, back in my day, you know, man, all they need is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm like, no, I'm telling them, bro, ain't none of that gonna work no more. All this stuff they used to work back in the day, that stuff they ain't gonna work no more, bro. I'm telling you, like, how, oh man, my dad, he used to just stare at me and we'll tighten up. Man, that stuff ain't gonna work no more. You got little kids, bro. You got kids out here, like real live kids that's out here whacking, like real deal, like killing folks and doing whatever they gotta do and go home, watch cartoons and eat a bowl of cereal when they get done.
I put like this, man. And if all y'all did understand, y'all understand. It's to the point where your guardian can go get a switch, and you'll go get a switch.
Yeah.
Y'all put like that. If y'all understand, y'all understand. Like it's just like that.
I mean,
Fool. It's like
it ain't even. I ain't even just said it just like they're here, but just
it's in general, bro.
Like,
that's in general, dog.
These folks ruthless.
For real,
like,
bro.
We only 24 years old, but I'm saying like these folks starting young. Like it ain't the same no more.
And the crazy thing about it, bro, like we done been there too. Like it just how it be, man. Some people go out of us, some people don't.
You never realize how young you was when you were doing that.
That's why I said you just got some people that go out of us, you got some people
people don't.
They don't. You just, you know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Man, it really did just get to that point though, like I mean, it been like that. I ain't gonna lie, it been like that, but I feel like now it's like it's stamped. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you just real down some stuff like bro might be 20 years old and you up under somebody that's about 14.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I just keep messing on me, I ain't gonna lie.
Man, you know how it be like when somebody be like, oh, that money, that little young man. Not me. I don't care. You 12 years, you look like you on some wood. I'm like this. I'm clutching it. You crazy. I ain't sparing nobody. I don't care about how old you is. I'm for real.
It's over. You see my neck? Well, I'm not playing. I shoot with the left hand first.
For real.
Different. More little cliques or little gangs that seem to be particularly violent and need less and less of a reason to resort to shooting guns.
One story of a guy named White Grape, or White Boy Kenny, who went to Central High School with Pooh Shiesty and them, and was known for having girls lined up like a buffet. He was a member of Choppa Gang who got initiated into the Grape Street Crips. They beat the shit out of him, took a photo that went viral as he became an official Grape Street member. But one day, White Grape allegedly got his gun robbed from him, so Choppa Gang had to cut ties with him, basically disowning him. Only for White Grape to catch a murder case months later after a drug deal went wrong and clients tried to pay him with counterfeit money, so he shot and killed one of them. Now, Choppa Gang continued spreading their enterprise, planning bigger licks that brought more danger. Shiesty himself says before the age of 15, you're gonna lose a close friend in Memphis. Guaranteed someone close to you is gonna get killed. Around
Bro, that's everywhere, dog. That's everywhere. If you really living like that, but that's everywhere. And I love Memphis. Like I said, we one of the most dangerous cities. But that's everywhere, dog. We have. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's everywhere, dog, for real.
16, he lost his best friend Trey, which turned his heart cold. Pooh Shiesty vowed to live with no remorse from that day forward and be a menace to society. And after he graduated high school in 2018, Choppa Gang had many streams of income flowing in, and they started using some of this money they were making to pay for studio time. It was one of those rare cases where the music blew up out the gate. They dropped their first song, Breaking News, near the end of 2018, and by 2019, they were buzzing. Shiesty's childhood friend Big 30 got signed to fellow Memphis artist Moneybagg Yo. Meanwhile, Shiesty was still a free agent, dropping his singles every other week, racking in views. This caught the attention of Goa, who was in the middle of building his 1017 roster, looking for the grimiest artists he could find. Of course, Guap was the original slime. You remember hearing stories of a young Gucci Mane terrorizing the industry. Famously, the first time he met French Montana to do a song together, French paid him $5,000 and waited in the studio patiently while Gucci took the money and left out the back door.
Gucci didn't like French. Because the first time he went in the studio to do a song with him, he paid Gucci $5,000 to get on the feature. And he was just sitting in the studio, Gucci was going out the back door. Like, he wasn't doing nothing. And I said, Gucci, you can't do no shit like that.
And that's the same energy Gucci saw in Pooh Shiesty. After hearing one song on YouTube, he hit up Pooh on IG to get the paperwork ready for a major label deal with Atlantic. Choppa Gang was laughing to the bank. The industry fucked up and let some real gangsters in. Big Scar, who's also from South Memphis and just happens to be Pooh Shiesty's cousin, he's a founding member of a clique called Double R. There's been in a brutal war at home in Memphis for quite some time. And up until this point, Big Scar was strictly in the streets, handling business, and never really considered himself a rapper. until one day he actually blew up off a reaction video done by a YouTuber named Tommy Craze, who reacted to Big Scar's first ever song when it had only 5 views in 9 hours.
Hold up, Big Scar, make a play. 5 views 9 hours ago. Man, dog.
What? That's how, bro, that's how that worked? That's how he got on? Bro, YouTube
and it's so crazy, bro, because shout out B Scar, shout out Pooh, shout out all anybody from Memphis, bro. I love seeing Memphis already get on, people get on regardless. For sure. But it's so crazy, bro, cause not saying bro is the reason why B Scar got on, cause either way it go, his cuz got on by Gucci, and I'm pretty sure he told his
he was
cuz.
gonna be straight regardless.
Yeah, but it just goes to show you, bro, how powerful YouTube is, the internet in general, dog. Like the internet in general just powerful, dog, for real. Back then, bro, when folks handing out CDs, it ain't no, I just upload and then somebody probably gonna look at it and just shoot it off. You gotta throw them CDs, you gotta be in the corner store, you gotta be in the I said, bro, you can't take this for granted, bro. You can't get too deep in it, but don't take it for granted, for real.
Oh, definitely co-sign this track. Big Scar, make a play. Go and check it out.
That song went on to do millions of views, and 2 months later, after Shiesty became a major label artist, and with only 2 songs ever published, his cousin Big Scar inked a deal with Gucci, making Choppa Gang and their affiliates the single biggest movement coming out of the Mid-South. And with all this attention on Memphis, it brought more drama to the city. Pooh Shiesty was living up to his name and began taking shots at another Memphis rapper named Big Boogie.
You at, Big Boogie? The Boogster. Where you at? Hey, Boogie, hey, Red Ron, I would get out there in the street with your gang, me by myself. The whole gang right now, today, in like 30 minutes, on live, all this shit. Cause why you say something back, cuz? You did that out of your fans, cuz. You let your fans boot your head up, cuz. No, you done cost yourself. You got shows this shit ahead of you, bro.
Boogie's a rising artist out of Frazier, which is the north super country part of Memphis. Seems like a good guy. According to Boogie, they never met a day in their life, but Shiesty claims when he pulled up in the north to see Boogie, it was a whole different story.
Oh, you been running from me, bro. You been running. You been running from me, bro. You know what happened in the north, bro, when I pulled up, came on your side, bro. You know what happened.
And Pooh is so petty, he even went as far as naming a strain of weed Red Rum, after Big Boogie's crew, Red Rum, just so he could say that he's smoking on that Red Rum pack. And the bigger you get, the bigger the target you become in Memphis. Just a few days after he went back and forth with Shiesty on social media, Big Boogie's concert in Mississippi got shot up. It was the scene of a double murder. 50 shots in total were fired from 5 different guns, hitting Big Boogie's friend Jasmine, who was on stage with him, and she later died in Boogie's arms.
Bro, I seen that, bro, not seen that, but they had me like, man, what the?
Yeah, they were messed up.
I ain't gonna lie, they really did have me like, what the, for real though, bro. I ain't like that shit, boy.
Fast forward a few months later to November 6th. Dirk and Pooh Shiesty linked up to drop the audio for the song Back in Blood. That's the same day where King Von passed away in Atlanta after an altercation with Quando Rondo outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge. Shiesty and Dirk had already filmed the music video back in Chicago, but chose not to release it yet. This was, in many ways, the mainstream's introduction to Pooh Shiesty. A few more weeks went by and the song continued to climb the charts. Then randomly, at 6 in the morning on a Tuesday in December, Shiesty posts this cryptic warning to Facebook. Drop that song and you're not gonna live to see that baby get here. That's... New Year's came around, January 1st, 2021. A Memphis crew called EBG put out a remix to Back in Blood, going after Shiesty, responding to everything he said on the original track. They got Choppa Gang Killer, CGK on their t-shirts. Pooh responded immediately, saying this had to be the worst move this gang ever made, and that he did 18 million views off of them before he even said their name. The very next day, Shiesty dropped the music video that he filmed with Dirk back in Chicago, making Back in Blood the trending topic once again, shooting all the way up the Billboard rankings. EBG's remix was getting taken down left and right due to copyrights, so EBG's main rapper, E Jizzle, dropped another diss track called Rumors, which ran up in views quickly, hitting 1 million views in less than a week. Then, Jizzle was shot 3 times, just days after this second diss track went live.
I bet a man can't do this. Dad can't do this. Who this is? Who? I can't walk. I can't walk. Cooper.
3 bullets hit his arm, and after getting them removed, Jizzle was back on the block wearing a cast.
Man, he said, I'm back with you. I'm back on the block.
Just in time to drop his 3rd diss track called Paralyzed.
That's the song I think I was talking about. Yeah.
I'm talking about, bro, get shot up and say, man, I'm still finna. What? I'm still finna.
I said, man, I be telling them, man, I'm tell folks, man, don't be built different.
They built different, dog.
To add to the unfortunate timing, Pooh Shiesty's brother, who had been on life support fighting for every breath, was pronounced dead just hours before EBG released this new diss. As it stands, the song has nearly 400,000 views in a week. EBG Jizzle went from a couple thousand followers to 50,000 almost overnight. And Memphis has pretty much been in a frenzy ever since. But yeah, man, let me know if there's a video you want me to cover in the comments below. I will see you in the next one.
It's tough. Which I like. We of course we knew most of this stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But it just caught me up on a lot of stuff though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It just caught me up on a lot of stuff. That's why I said, bro. A lot of people
interesting stuff. Cause some stuff I be like, oh damn.
Yeah, like a lot of people know that Memphis, you know. A lot of people know that Memphis known for the violence and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying. But some folks don't be knowing. Some folks be thinking it's sweet, bro. I'm just tell y'all. It is not sweet, which I know it ain't sweet in a lot of places. I know it ain't in a lot of places, but like, I gotta, man, for real. Memphis ain't no joke, bro. For real.
I don't think people really just be knowing.
Be realizing how it is.
Man, it be getting to the point where it's just like, man, shoot. You be trying to make it out. You be trying to go to the good parts.
Ain't no good part.
It getting to the point. I'm just like,
you just gotta get out of Memphis. Ain't no good part.
I'm telling you, bro.
For real, dog.
That's just how I feel about it, but hey.
Man, shout out to Memphis. I love Memphis to death, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Y'all already know what your boy, the boy crazy.
We
out.